Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining my channel. My name is Rocky, and this is where we talk about fashion, lifestyle right here in my city of Chicago, and just a little bit of beauty. I can't believe my hair is okay. I move on. So today we are talking about beauty and a little bit of lifestyle. I'm going to start with the lifestyle piece. So as you will remember, a couple weeks ago was my birthday. Unfortunately, my birthday month just lapsed. We're in July. Boo. But I am still celebrating. I'm opening up gifts still and still using my gifts, all the things, right? And one of my gifts was a gift certificate to a place called Chicago Teahouse. Now, interestingly, I go past this place all the time, but I've never been to Chicago Teahouse. I've even had tea from there before through a sample box, but I've never been to Chicago Teahouse. And it's located in the Gold Coast area where all the posh and fancy stores and restaurants are. So during my normal excursions, I ambled on over there. I had some downtime over the past weekend and decided to use my gift card. I didn't use all of it, and I'll tell you why. So I only got a few things from the place. So this is what I ended up purchasing. I bought a cup of chai while I was in there just to sample and see if this is something that I liked, and it tastes fine. And then I did a little experimentation, blind bought this salty caramel, which is a black tea, but it says sweet caramel meets hints of salt and noble creation. Now, the reason why I didn't spend my entire gift card was because, one, it's a very small tea boutique. It's pretty small. And the selections are pretty limited. So they do, kind of break it out by red tea, green tea, white tea, herbal tea, black tea. All the things are flavored black teas. They have all these different breakouts of different sections, but it's not like if you were buying tea from a place online that has like an expansive selection. They have limited space, so they have limited selection. The other thing is that you can't buy, this is the smallest amount that you can buy. And so I don't feel comfortable buying a whole big old container. This is a lot of tea. I don't know, for those of you who are tea drinkers, you know, this is a lot of tea. It's 3.5 ounces of tea. And I've never tasted the tea. The only way you can taste it is if you purchase a whole cup of tea, which is the same price as you would buy at like a Starbucks. It's like $4 to $6 or whatever it is for a cup of tea that they brew for you. I can't drink that many cups of tea. And I can't afford to drink that many cups of tea that they're brewing for me. So nonetheless, I did go ahead and venture off and just buy this masala chai because I know it's very hard to go wrong with a masala chai. And then I took a chance on this salty caramel just based on the name of it. Now, looking at the ingredients after the fact, I may not like this because it's a black tea mixed with rooibos tea, salted butter, caramel. The caramel has sugar, salt, butter, skim milk powder flavor, and some flavors are added. I hate red tea, and I should have paid closer attention, but I was just like, I know I want to buy some stuff, but I don't know what to buy because I don't know what any of this tastes like. So I bet on this one. So because I bought these two, they did give me a sample, which I think they should sell these, which is just like maybe a couple of tablespoons, 2 or 3 tablespoons of tea. And this one is the cream black tea. It's called Cream is the flavor, and it's a black tea. So I did go ahead and venture off and get this one. This one it says the smooth flavor of sweet cream pairs perfectly with this rich black tea. The ingredients are black tea, corn flour, blossoms, and natural flavor. So I think that they would knock it out the park if they started to sell these. And then people can make a decision on what bigger items they'd like to buy. But without being able to buy these, it's really difficult. It was a very difficult thing. So anyway, I have tons of money left on my gift card. Hopefully I enjoy one or something of these, one of these 3, and then I can go back and buy more. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just continue to go and buy cups. Whenever I'm in the area, go buy a cup of tea with my gift card. The other cool thing that I saw advertised in there, maybe you can read this. Yeah, it's coming through. It's the Northwest Tea Festival. And in Seattle, Washington, from September 27th and 28th, they're having a tea festival. So I immediately messaged my friend Skip like, hey, we going? And he was like, where is it? What's the address? And I was like, it's in Seattle, Washington. He was like, let's do it. So we'll see if I'll actually go all the way to Seattle for this convention. That's just how much I really enjoy tea and the experience of having tea and learning about teas. It's my jam. So anyway, if you're in the Chicago area trying to look for a bespoke, really quiet experience, Chicago Teahouse is your deal. But again, remember, they don't have really small sachets that you can just buy. You gotta commit to big packages. Now, while I was downtown, I did remember that they were having a huge sale at Glossier, and that I needed to replenish a few things. Replenish one thing in my collection. Now, I got introduced to Glossier from their OG fragrance. Everybody was talking about this Glossier You being the bee's knees, and you know what? They didn't lie. I bought this. This is my second bottle of it. I have about a fourth of the bottle left. You can probably see it swishing around down there. I have about a fourth, and I have a backup already. So I'm good on this one. But since I've purchased this, they've launched 3 new fragrances. They've launched Doux, Rev, and I can't think of the third one. The other one is a purple bottle. And of those, so when they first released Doux and Rev, they released them as a duo. And I smelled Doux and I smelled Rev, and I really appreciate Doux more than Rev. Rev is a bit more sweet and fruity kind of smelling, and I don't normally go for that. But this one is more of a You But Better musky, woody scent, and I really like this. Very unisex. Anybody could wear this. I really like this. And in this bottle, I have about a fourth of the bottle left too, but I don't have a backup. So I realized I need to go ahead and get another bottle. Now they're having a sale right now, and I believe by the time you see this, the sale will still be going on. Everything is 20% off. Is that right? I think everything is 20% off. And if you spend a certain amount, they'll take an additional 25% off of everything, which made this great. These bottles of perfume are $78. With the discounts that they've applied, it came out to like $54 after the discounts. So let me show you what I purchased. So when I was there, they asked me if I wanted a bag or a, what do they call it? Or a pouch. And I said, which one won't you charge me for? And they said the pouch. So they ended up giving me a bag and a pouch. So let me go with the first thing here. So of course, I told you I needed a backup of the Doux, and this is how it comes. Minimal packaging, bound by a little rubber band that matches. All of them have a rubber band that matched the lid of the bottle, lets you know what you're getting. So this is my backup for $54 as opposed to the $78 full price. So that was that. Then I wanted to get the Glossier You body cream. I've always wanted to get this. But I was just like, I am not spending, I forget, $50 for this. So it ended up being like $21 with all of the discounts. Still fairly expensive for a body cream, but nowhere near as expensive as the Kiehl's body cream that I purchased once, which I will never buy again. It's nice, it's good, but I don't think I'll ever buy it again. So this is how it comes. This is the packaging for it, the Glossier You cream. And it has it has a little thumbprint just like all of their bottles. That's cute. And this is how the packaging looks. Ooh. Ooh, it smells just like the fragrance. This smells even better in a fresh new package because I've tested this on skin in the store, but because it's open and, you know, tons of other people are digging in it with the little utensils and stuff like that, it loses its potency sitting there in the store. So I'm glad that I actually bit the bullet and went on and got this. I'm going to try it on skin and see if I like it. If I like it a lot, I'm probably going to go back and just buy another one as a backup and keep it in the refrigerator so that it, you know, stores well. Because I think once you open these only last 12 months. And we'll see. If I love it, I'm going to go back and buy another one while it's still on sale. The other thing I just got it just because it was on sale / cheap. Cheap is relative, I guess, when you think about it. Is a candle. And this one is their what's called birthday cake candle. Wow, I can smell it through the packaging. We're going to go ahead and open this. It is sealed here in the back with this little seal tape. We're going to go ahead and open this together. Ooh, that is pretty. Love it. It's like this iridescent silver kind of a color. This is very pretty. And it smells just like a birthday cake. Now, I typically don't go for gourmand fragrances when I do purchase things, but every so often I do want my house to smell like homely when people come over. I want them to make it feel as though I bake and cook and stuff like that. So this is one of those occasions I felt like I wanted to get this candle to kind of accomplish that, but it's gorgeous. It smells just like a birthday cake. It's making me hungry. I want cake and ice cream right now. So that was everything that I got from Glossier. What I do reuse these. I have a bag like this that I use in my travel case for the things that, for my fragrances. I have a smaller one. It's probably like half the size like this. And I put all my little travel size fragrances in there because I travel with at least 10 fragrances because I don't know what I want to smell like. And I'm like, one might run out. You know, I've just put a whole bunch of them in there. And so my testers or travelers, I'll put in here because it's bubble wrapped. It's nice and it's sealed. So I absolutely love reusing these for different reasons. But travel is my biggest reason. Is all like, it's great. So now the last thing I want to talk about is, I know you remember I did a 2-part video about blind fragrance purchases that I made over during my birthday month. I kind of lost my mind, and there were a few fragrances that I wanted to buy, but I had no way of getting my nose on them. So I went all out and bought full bottles of them. And these are big bottles. These are the 3.4 ounce, 100 milliliter size bottles of fragrances. And the 4 that I purchased were SJP Stash, Zimaya Rose of Dreams, which is a dupe of Rose des Vents from Saint Laurent. And then I bought Le Despo Amber. And this one is a dupe of a Saint Laurent's Ombre Nomade. The last one is Azha Agarwood Amber, and this one is not a dupe for anything. It's its own scent. So now when I purchased this, I was concerned. It was in my cart for a really, really long time, and I was concerned with buying it because they had listed it as a men's fragrance. And the notes, though, led me to believe that it would be unisex or maybe even feminine. So I did try it, and this is not a beast mode type of fragrance. It's a lovely, really nice fragrance when you put it on. The dry down, though, is fairly masculine. It's very woody, almost like a cedar, piney kind of a smell to it. Depends on how you like to smell, and you may enjoy that smell or not. I don't not enjoy it, but I feel like it's something that probably needs to be blended with something a bit more feminine to balance it out. So when you first put it on, it's unisex, but the dry down is quite masculine. And it's not beast mode. It's not creating a huge scent bubble around you. Like, it doesn't announce itself. It's not a trail. It's just you in this fragrance. So you really have to like it to wear it all the time. But I think I will still wear this, but I feel like it's something that I can mix with probably one of my more feminine fragrances, like the there's a rose tea fragrance that I have that's very rosy that I could pair with this. And I have another one that's from Caswell and Massey, and I'm trying to think of the fragrance, the flower, but it would pair really well. The 2 of these would do, a really good job of balancing out and being more unisex if I blended them. Now this SJP it's SJP, you all. It's Sarah Jessica Parker, and I felt like this would be all woman, all feminine, but it actually ended up being quite unisex. And I'm in a fragrance group at work. We have a Slack channel. We talk about fragrances all the time. And I've told them about this, and they didn't believe me at first. And one of the guys, the men, ended up grabbing it because it's so inexpensive. All 4 of these, none of these were, I think none of these were more than $30. So that's why I also felt comfortable doing the blind buys. But he went and got this, and he agreed that it is quite unisex. So I'm surprised that SJP would come up with something like that, but here we are. So this is more of a skin scent. It's a very, trustworthy girl next door, guy I can trust kind of a fragrance. If you can wear to church, to work, to the doctor, to a hospital, you know what I mean? Like places where you don't want to be overly offensive with your fragrances is perfect for that. So I would recommend this one. And it's a really big bottle, again, for just the $30. It's a very good, bang for your buck. So I recommend this. This next one is the Zimaya Rose of Dreams. It is a very lovely fragrance. It is not beast mode. It's a very pretty fragrance. It's not overly sickly, girly pretty, but I don't think it's unisex either. It's leaning more feminine in my opinion. It just depends on how you like to rock your fragrances, guys. But for me, I find that this is a little bit more feminine than masculine. Is it a good fragrance? Yes, it's a good bang for your buck. It's a huge bottle. This 100 ml is a huge bottle for, like I said, $30, and so it's worth it. But it's a very beautiful fragrance. If you're looking for something to buy even as a gift, I would recommend this too. The last one is Ombre. What is this? Ombre, and it smells just like Ombre Nomade from YSL Saint Laurent, and I recommend this one if you like that fragrance. For me, this one is a challenging fragrance to wear because when you first spray it, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It knocks you down. It's so good. But that dry down is so leathery, and it's a challenging oud. You have to really be a fragrance aficionado and pro to like, you know, really be able to sit with that. For me, I'm working up to it. And so I find this one challenging to wear. What I would do though is wear this one with a rose heavy fragrance to balance out that oud a little bit more. I think I still could wear this. I have a dupe of this in an oil form as well. And I've diluted it and used it, you know, with my lotions and stuff like that. And so that has worked really well. So I feel like blending this is a good move. And again, $30, and this is a huge bottle. This is just like the other one that I just showed you. Huge 100 ml bottle. Definitely worth the spend, in my opinion. If you like Ombre Nomade, you will love this one. On my travels down the street, I don't know how interested you are. There's a place called Bravco on Oak Street. Is it Oak Street? I feel like it is Oak Street. Downtown, but just look up Bravco, Bravco. They used to have 2 locations, Bravco and Bravco 2. But they just got the one now. But nonetheless, this is where you get a lot of beauty supplies. They have a beauty supply in the heart of the Gold Coast where you can get stuff. That's where I was first introduced to the Aveda brand when I was in college. I went to Bravco and I got some stuff that I couldn't afford it, but I don't know why I bought it, but I couldn't afford it and I bought it. And been hooked on Aveda ever since. And they were giving out these samples. I've never tried any of these brands, but this is for your face buff. This is the scalp scrub, and this one I believe is for your hair as well. I'm always open to trying new things. I'm not sure that I'm going to use these because my hair is delicate. It's literally like spider web, so I don't know if I could scrub it with anything necessarily. And in my face, scars and breaks out quite easily, so I'm not sure that I would buff it with anything that's rough. But this I might use. This hair milk. I think I might use this one. It's not enough. It's not a lot, but we'll see what it does, but I'll try it. All right, that brings us to the end of today's video. Hopefully it didn't bore you. It's all about beauty and lifestyle today. If y'all, hopefully I piqued your interest about Chicago Teahouse. And listen, go catch this sale over here at Glossier. None of this is sponsored or anything. Like, this is literally my life, and so I love sharing it with you. So if you're interested, go. If you're not, fine, and we move on to the next video, but I thought I'd share it with you. All right, that's the end of the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. Hit that like button. Comment down below. Bye.
Rocky, she's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky, just a fashion girl.